Welcome to Taz Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is November the 18th, 2023. We're going to be talking about Impact Wrestling and WWE Smackdown. Because, ladies and gentlemen, there is a Women's War Games and there's a singles match that got made. So, not a lot happened. No matches that got made for final resolution from Impact Wrestling. Not even a lot of interviews. So let's get to the matches. First match of the evening, we got ABC versus Kenny King and Shelton Jean for the World Tag Team Championships. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was ABC. They retained the titles. And ladies and gentlemen, we heard that Kenny King asked for his release from the company. And ladies and gentlemen, and it was granted. Kenny King is no longer on Impact Wrestling. I don't know what Shelton Jean's going to do. Then we got Moose versus Heath. And ladies and gentlemen, Brian Myers keep on getting himself involved in the match. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Moose. And then Moose and Brian Myers wasn't done there. They attack Heath after the match. And then here comes Rhino attacking both guys to help his tag team partner. Then we have the Lucha Rules match. It's not really a lot of good. It's like a normal 6-man, but you don't have to tag. Every time you roll out of the ring, another guy can come in. You don't have to tag. And Conan was on commentary for this match. We had Black Taurus teaming up with Ladle Kid and Humberto Correa. I was a big fan of this guy when I was a kid. I remember him in a WCW game, and I always liked him. It was cool. He was a cool-looking guy. And they faced the Rascals in a match. I don't have the Rascals on here for some reason. But they versed the Rascals, Myron Reed, Zachary Wentz, and Trey Miguel. I thought it was a pretty decent match. But the winner of that match was the Luchas. It was Black Taurus, Ladle Kid, and Humberto Correa. Then we have Bully Ray and Jordan Grace versus Steve Macklin and Kyle King in a mixed tag team match. I guess the women could fight the men, so that's how they do it. And it was a pretty decent match, but the winner of that match was Bully Ray and Jordan Grace. But, ladies and gentlemen, Bully Ray had the cup and looked like he was about to hit Jordan Grace. I need my fan, I'm getting sweaty. Was about to hit Jordan Grace with the cup, and then they had to stare down and all this stuff, and then Bully Ray had some respect for Miss Jordan Grace. Remember, Jordan Grace has her title shot at Hard to Kill, TNA's Hard to Kill. Moose has his world title match at Hard to Kill. So that's what happened there on Hard to Kill. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to Impact Wrestling's Final Resolution, their last pay-per-view on the Impact Wrestling's name. No more Impact Wrestling. Is going to be TNA Impact, and TNA's the name of a pay-per-view. So it's going to be interesting. Me and my dad is going to go to the last Impact Wrestling pay-per-view, and the Impact Wrestling banner, I guess that's what people call it. And then we had Trinity versus Sonny Kiss. Pretty decent match. Sonny Kiss did a good job, but the winner of that match was Trinity. And then we got Will Ospreay versus Josh Alexander. It was an awesome match. Will Ospreay is one of the best. Josh Alexander is one of the best. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Will Ospreay. And ladies and gentlemen, remember, Josh Alexander at Final Resolution, he will be teaming up with Zack Sabre Jr. to verse the Motor City Machine Guns. Now we got Friday Night Smackdown. We got the explanation from Santos. He just says to the young guys, to the young children, don't meet your heroes. His hero was Rey Mysterio. He says he wants to do all of these things with Rey Mysterio. He wants to build LWO, just the 5 of them? No, just the 4 of them. Zelina Vega, Cruz, Joaquin, Santos, and Ray. There's 5 of them. Never mind. I thought it was 4, but it was 5 of them. But Ray brought Carlito in there. And Santos is upset that Ray did that, and then when Ray tweeted out, or X'd out, whatever you call it, that he had surgery on his leg, that he got drop kicked in the stairs, and he got injured. And Santos wished that that surgery wasn't successful. It was horrible, and it's horrible what he's saying. Even Michael Cole was getting upset about it. And ladies and gentlemen, and then here comes Zelina Vega asking what is going on. Why are you doing this? But Santos says, you already chose. You chose Rey Mysterio. And Zelina Vega had enough of it. She slapped Santos in the face. And then she went up to the ramp, and there was Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde to check on her because she was crying when she went up the stage. And then Cruz and Joaquin walked to the ring because Santos has some words to say, and they want to know why he attacked Ray. And of course, Santos says, "You chose. Do you choose me or you choose Ray?" And it looks like they chose Ray. And Santos says, "Get out of my ring." Cruz and Joaquin is trying to get out of the ring until Santos attacked both guys. And then here comes Carlito make the save. And ladies and gentlemen, we have Road Dogg, Jesse James, as a guest commentator because Kevin Owens got suspended when he did it because of Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. No, Road Dogg did not get suspended. He did not attack anyone. But it was pretty cool to hear Road Dogg's voice and how he acts. Because he's a backstage guy. He's a behind-the-scenes guy right now. And it's cool to see him on TV. It's cool to hear him. So all that stuff. We have Damage Control coming out. And ladies and gentlemen, the weird part, Bayley was celebrating with the biggest swerve in the WWE history, with Asuka betraying Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair at last week on Smackdown and joining the Damage Control. But Dakota Kai says there is somebody that is not in Damage Control. And people were pointing at Bayley. They're going to attack Bayley. But no, Dakota Kai says Asuka is not officially in Damage Control. But that's Bayley's thing. And Bayley went on one knee, has a shirt of Damage Control, and asks Asuka, will you join Damage Control? And looks like Asuka is joining the Damage Control. She said yes, she took the t-shirt. And ladies and gentlemen, the funny part is that Bayley was making jokes, saying that nobody was ready for Asuka. And then all three, Kairi Sane, Asuka, and Io Sky were laughing and talking in Chinese, and Bayley did not understand. And then that's when Dakota Kai says somebody was not part of Damage Control. It was Asuka because she didn't really said yes to it. And then Dakota Kai says that all four of you guys are going to challenge Bianca, Charlotte, and Shotzi to a War Games match, but they had to choose a partner, a fourth. And that's what is going to happen. And ladies and gentlemen, Bianca Belair trying to talk to people. She talked to Minchin, Mia Yim, but after they talked to each other, Damage Control attacked Mia Yim. And then she tried to talk to Zelina Vega. After that talk, Damage Control attacked Zelina Vega. Charlotte Flair has somebody to call, but she doesn't know if this person is going to answer. And ladies and gentlemen, we found out who it is at the end. First match of the evening, we got the Street Profits versus the Brawling Brutes versus Pretty Deadly in a triple threat match for a No One Contendership for the undisputed WWE's Tag Team Championships. And I guess it's for next week. And ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match, but ladies and gentlemen, Butch accidentally kicked Ridge Holland in the face, and they lost the match. The winner of that match is the Street Profits. They're heading next week for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match. But ladies and gentlemen, Logan Paul posted a video, And it looks like he wants to pawn his United States Championship. I don't think he actually pawned it, but that's interesting. Nobody else tried to pawn their championship before. Tried to sell their title, and Logan Paul is doing that. He is a bad guy, remember. He is a bad guy. Then we had Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee asked Nick Aldis, what can you do to help do something for Rey Mysterio? Because Dragon Lee did not like what Santos did to Rey Mysterio. But Mr. Nick Aldis says, I'm bringing Axiom to Smackdown from NXT. You go one-on-one with him, and Rey will be proud. I don't know how that's being proud when he's not playing Santos. But we had Dragon Lee versus Axiom. It was a pretty decent match, back and forth. Oh my God, the Luchadors matches is awesome. The ones that we saw in Impact, the one that we saw here tonight on SmackDown, it was awesome. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Dragon Lee. And ladies and gentlemen, the match that got made for Survivor Series War Games is going to be Santos Escobar versus Carlito in a one-on-one match. They need to start making matches. Then we have Grayson Waller versus Cameron Grimes, and it was a pretty okay match. With Austin Theory was on commentary, but ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Grayson Waller. And then here comes LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso in our main event. And ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. We just got Mr. Paul Heyman talking about John Cena, because John Cena's not going to be in WWE for a while because the Hollywood strike is finally over. So now he's back in his Hollywood states and he's going to be doing some movies. And he says it's all because of Solo Sikoa by doing that Samoan Spike. And then here comes LA Knight. He has some roasts to talk about Solo and Jimmy Uso. But he is not done with the bloodline. He's going to beat up Jimmy. He's going to beat up Solo. He's going to get to Paul Heyman, where Roman has no help next time that LA Knight gets a title shot. The winner of that match, it was a pretty decent match, was Jimmy. No, not Jimmy. LA Knight. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Solo came out, distracted LA Knight, and then here comes Jimmy, attacked LA Knight from behind. Solo with the Samoan Spike. He clears off the announce table. They were going to break that announce table on LA Knight until Cody Rhodes came out. Why? I have no idea why. He came out, he attacked the Bloodline, and he was standing tall with LA Knight in the ring. But Nick Aldis told Cody Rhodes, you have to leave now. Cody Rhodes left. And then, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Shawn C. Here comes Bianca Belair. Here comes Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair talking about War Games. But they need their fourth person. Who is it? Oh, Damage Control wasn't going to wait. They came out. Bayley says you're not going to make it to War Games or out of the building. And then they surrounded the ring. They went on the apron. There's Shawn C. There's Bianca Belair. Here comes Charlotte Flair. And here comes her fourth, Becky Lynch. I wasn't really happy because I thought it would be Jade Cargill or somebody returns. Or somebody actually gets an opportunity for a big match. I would love to see Cora Jade make her return and come to the main roster. We haven't seen her around, and they said she's contracted to WWE. I would love to see that. Jade Cargill or Cora Jade, I would like. Becky Lynch, come on, man. She always had to be in big matches like this. Like, it's cool enough to see Shawn C doing this, or Kairi Sane, because Kairi Sane just make a return. And I don't think Kairi Sane ever been in a NXT War Games. I don't think so. I think she was in the main roster when that War Games was happening. In 2020. Or 2021. Whatever which one it is. Because she was, I think she started the main roster like 2018. Or 2019. When was the Kabuki Warriors got made? With Paige? I think it was like 2019. They were doing War Games, but I don't think Kairi Sane ever been in a War Games match. I don't remember. I don't think the first NXT War Games they had a women's War Games match, and Kairi Sane wasn't in the first ever one. I think they only had 2 in the black and gold, and 1 NXT 2.0. And Kairi Sane was not in the NXT 2.0. She was released that time. She was out of WWE that time. I don't think she was in one. I need to look it up. I don't think she ever been in one. And then we just had a brawl with all the team members. And ladies and gentlemen, now we know who's in the War Games between the women's. Damage Control, Bayley, Kairi Sane, Asuka, and Io Sky versus Charlotte, Bianca, Chauncey, and now Becky Lynch. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow night for AEW Full Gear. Full Gear's coming up now. That one's going to be a long one. But that's all for me today, Tyzel. And ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a new signee that's going to sign their contract in Full Gear. People are saying Dolph Ziggler, but Dolph Ziggler can't because his no-compete clause ends in December. So, and people are saying it's an ex-WWE superstar. People are saying Will Ospreay. I don't know who it is. Will it be a big guy that should be in WWE or Impact Wrestling that actually could do something good? Because AEW just has too many people. So I will wonder who would it be. If it's in the women's division, is it in the men's division? Who is going to be this person? And I'm sorry, but I think this person is going to be hot for a month and then... You see Keith Lee, the guy was hot, and then they give him a couple of matches after a couple of months, and then... Now he's not doing anything. I'm sorry, but AEW, they're not know how to make stars. They don't know how to make stars in their business. They have stars, it's just the guys that WWE didn't make stars, they're still not stars because of AEW. There you go. Nobody cares about them. Like Keith Lee, he's an awesome talent. WWE kind of made him a star in NXT, and then they dropped the ball when he went to the main roster. But AEW, they did the same thing. They made him a star when he won the tag titles, and then when he lost them, he lost his magic, and then he got gray hair, and then he lost his magic again. Oh man, I don't know what to say. There's some guys in AEW I would love to see come back to WWE, maybe for NXT. I don't know, but let's see what happens. That's all for me today. Tyler's out. See you guys tomorrow night. Have a great day. Bye.